After the explosive CAG report on the Delhi excise policy, the lens now is on the AAP health model. Fireworks broke out both inside and outside the Delhi Assembly as the CAG report was tabled. So what exactly does this report on health expenses actually establish? We accessed the report, went through it to tell you all about the massive lapses in crucial health infrastructure that's come to light during Arvind Kejriwal's tenure. Our next report breaks it down for you.
After the alleged liquor scam, the lens is on the Aam Aadmi Party's health model. The BJP government tabled the second CAG report, this time on the capital's health infrastructure under the Aam Aadmi Party government. India Today accessed the report and damning revelations emerged. COVID emergency funds were not fully used. Over 36 crore rupees meant for COVID drugs, masks and PPE kits were unused, leading to shortage of supplies. Only 1,357 hospital beds were added against the 32,000 promised. Only 3 hospitals were completed, leading to a cost overrun of over 3,000 crore rupees in hospital projects. 8,000 posts for healthcare workers lay vacant, triggering a shortage of healthcare staff. 58% to 93% of funds for maternal and child health lay unused. While 15 government plots for hospitals worth over 600 lakh rupees is unused. Mohalla clinics and Ayush dispensaries were also found to lack basic infrastructure like toilets, power backups and check-up tables. The wait time for surgeries at 2 government hospitals varied between 2 to 12 months. Critical hospital infrastructure like ICUs and operating theatres in 2 super speciality hospitals lay idle. Accident and trauma services ambulances also lacked life-saving equipment.
वो 700 करोड़ तो कोविड में उन्होंने घोटाले किए हैं। कई 100 करोड़ का उन्होंने दवाई में जो घोटाला किया है, सबकी इंक्वायरी होगी, सबका जांच होगा। कैग की रिपोर्ट के बाद किसी को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा, उसके ऊपर उचित कार्रवाई होगी।
दिल्ली की सरकार जो पिछली सरकार थी, दावे तो बड़े-बड़े करती थी। हम हेल्थ क्रांति लाए कि हमने हेल्थ के अंदर एक रिवॉल्यूशन ला दिया। ये रिपोर्ट अध्यक्ष जी उनके इस दावे की जो पोल है उसको खोलती है और जो उनके दावे हैं उसको तार-तार करती है।
Overall, this particular report talks about what the problem lied in the health structure. We did see some of the information that came in that still suggests that even oxygen facilities lack in some of the hospitals in the national capital. This report has finally been tabled. It will be taken up for discussion today and in the next day of the session. Then it will be sent to the Public Actions Committee.
But the most shocking revelation in the CAG report is the lack of crucial health infrastructure in the capital. Out of 27 hospitals, there are no intensive care units in 14 hospitals, no blood banks in 16 hospitals, no oxygen supply in 8 hospitals, no ambulance services in 12 hospitals, and no mortuary in 15 hospitals.
इंदिरा गांधी हॉस्पिटल जो शुरू तो कहीं और हुआ था, लेकिन खत्म दूसरी सरकार ने किया, लेकिन जो डिले हुआ वो 5 साल का डिले हुआ अध्यक्ष जी, और जिसकी वजह से जो फाइनल कॉस्ट ऑफ टेंडर है वो 314 करोड़ रुपए की उसमें वृद्धि हुई।
For the second day in a row, a face-off erupted outside the assembly once again between leader of opposition Atishi and the police over Aam Aadmi Party MLAs being denied entry. The opposition party accused the BJP of attempting to set a false narrative with the CAG reports.
देखिए, एक सामान्य प्रोसेस है। भाजपा की आदत है कि हर चीज का एक नैरेटिव बिल्ड कर देती है कि सीएजी रिपोर्ट को भी सेशन में पेश होना ही था, क्योंकि लास्ट जो हमारी मुख्यमंत्री थी आतिशी जी, वो सारी फॉर्मेलिटीज पूरे करके गए थे और उन्होंने स्पीकर को एक सील्ड एनवेलप में सीएजी रिपोर्ट भेज दी थी, जो अब पेश हुई।
First the excise policy, now the health model. The heat is mounting on former Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, let's open this up to our political panel tonight. Joining us is Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson of the BJP, and Piyush Joshi, spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Piyush Joshi, I'll begin with you. What's your response to the CAG report? Rather damning, days after what really was exposed about the excise policy. Serious questions about really what the AAP health model was really about, Piyush.
Let me tell you what the AAP health model was really about and why Mohalla clinics were established in the first place. Mohalla clinics were established in the first place to reduce the number of the OPD patients in the bigger hospitals of Delhi, in the tertiary care level centers of Delhi. And that is the exact purpose they served. So when you talk about 550 odd Mohalla clinics, yes, is that a perfect model? There can be certain deficiencies here and there. There's no doubt about it. But गिरते हैं शह सवारी मैदान जंग में वो तिफल क्या गिरे जो घुटनों के बल चले. यदि कोई कुछ कर ही नहीं रहा है, if someone is doing nothing, then definitely you cannot find faults in that. But if someone is doing something in the field of primary healthcare, in the field of school education and secondary education,
you're talking about Mohalla clinics. The CAG report speaks about Mohalla clinics and says it was poor infrastructure in the Mohalla clinics too. If you're saying nothing was available in hospitals, you're saying, okay, no, we focused on Mohalla clinics. No. That's also not perfect.
No. I think you got me wrong there. What I'm trying to say that all the bigger hospitals, the tertiary level care. Let's get a little technical here. The job of Mohalla clinics was to reduce the number of OPD patients in the bigger hospitals so that they can treat the more sick patients, more critically ill patients, because that is what the tertiary care level center is meant about. That is what the bigger hospitals should do. The bigger hospitals OPD should not be flogging with the patients with, fever or urinary tract infection or simple infections or simple diabetes and simple hypertension. So when we talk about the deficiencies, these deficiencies can very well be debated. But this model in particular is the first of its kind in independent India.
But what model are we talking about? If there are deficiencies, you're saying that yes, there are deficiencies. Then how is that a model to actually replicate?
Ma'am, you're not able to understand.
No, I'm understanding perfectly. You're talking about tertiary healthcare, whatever. The point is that hospitals, one second, let me highlight you, intensive care units unavailable in 14 hospitals. What are we talking about then?
Pardon me for that. What I'm trying to tell you here, that when we are talking about Mohalla clinics did the job they were supposed to do. They reduced the number of OPD patients in the...
So the CAG report says very clearly the Mohalla clinics infrastructure was poor. Let me bring in Tuhin Sinha on this. I've given you a chance. Mr. Piyush Joshi, I'll come back to you. Tuhin Sinha of the BJP is with us. Tuhin Sinha, the AAP is saying that, look, the AAP health model is something that everyone looked up to. And while there are some deficiencies, as Mr. Piyush Joshi says, at the end of the day, the Mohalla clinics changed up healthcare in Delhi.
Well, good evening, Akshita. Good evening, everybody. They are right. It changed the healthcare model in Delhi. It led to a complete collapse of the health model. The Kejriwal health model, it now appears, was a code word for what what India has seen has been the biggest health sector scam in India's history. Think of it. 582 crore out of 787 crores meant for COVID emergency funds were spent. So, in effect, what it means is that 24% of the funds, COVID emergency funds, were completely unused. But what is most baffling is that this corresponded with a mindless splurging on the personal sheesh mahal of Arvind Kejriwal. In the same period when the medical indiscretions were being carried out in Delhi, when Delhi was suffering for hospital beds, instead of 32,000 beds, a mere 1,300 beds were provided between 2016 to 2024. That was the time when Arvind Kejriwal was busy planning his personal indulgences, specifically the Sheesh Mahal, and that budget rose by a whopping 342 crore. So this is what highlights the priorities of the AAP government. They were here for personal self-aggrandizement. And look at the 3 hospitals which they were supposed to build in Delhi. The 3 hospitals could not be built because the cost, because of the delays in the construction, the cost again rose by a good 314%.
You made several points to him. Let the Aam Aadmi Party respond also.
Did not have ICUs.
Let them respond to you. Piyush Joshi, based on this CAG report and the previous one, and also, of course, the details that have emerged of the alleged Sheesh Mahal, as the BJP puts it, The questions that are being asked right now is what was the AAP's priority during COVID? Was it to help the citizens of Delhi, or was it to make a buck or two? Was it to go ahead and ensure this kind of mismanagement and financial irregularities?
Well, because since we are debating everything under the sun, so let me address all these issues which Mr. Tohin Sinha mentioned. When you talk about COVID, when the CAG audit of PM Cares Fund is going to be conducted, can you please clarify? Because that was the fund in which all the government employees, all the big industrialists donated, whether it's an NGO or whether it's a government entity. Do we know anything about it? But no, because BJP does not have any vision when it comes to the primary healthcare of Delhi. BJP does not have any vision when it comes to school education of Delhi. That's why the rhetoric is all we are expecting from the Bharatiya Janata Party. When is Bharatiya Janata Party going to fulfill all its promises which it has made to the people of Delhi? Nobody knows.
I will make you respond to that. I will make you respond to that, Piyush Joshi. Just answer my question, please. Answer my question about really what happened during COVID.
That's what
under
I'm trying
Aam
to tell
Aadmi
you.
Party.
Under Aam Aadmi Party, there were separate cough and cold centers, there were separate OPDs which were functional in accordance to the ICMR guidelines, because each and every state government was following the guidelines which were issued by the union government and demanding its own share of oxygen, demanding its own share of remdesivir, demanding its own share of oxygen concentrators. That is what every state government was doing.
So then for 787 crores, 787 crores was allocated. 582 crores out of that was used. Where did the rest of the money go?
Exactly, that's what I'm asking. Through what fund was it allocated? Whether it was allocated through PM Cares Fund or whether it was allocated through the Union Health Ministry. If it was allocated through the PM Cares Fund, when are we going to see a CAG audit of that particular fund? Or whether it is a government entity or whether it is an NGO, we are still to know. If it is an NGO, as the Union government has claimed in Supreme Court, how did it get the gov.in domain name? So, so many questions are there. BJP can talk whatever they want to talk. If Mohalla clinics are so bad, reverse engineer, close them. Then where is the average Delhiite going to go if he suffers from a common fever or common infection?
Your response.
Shamelessness has been the hallmark of the Aam Aadmi Party, and it continues to be. Instead of feeling apologetic about, the way people were suffering for oxygen for a good 4 to 5 weeks, for a good 4 to 5 weeks, people were suffering for oxygen in Delhi. Instead of being apologetic on it, the least they could have partially salvaged themselves had they implemented the Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Yojana. But they did not even do that. And today they are, questioning the central government. Obviously, when you
during
emergency
COVID
funds
during
would
COVID,
either,
the Kejriwal government had questioned the central government. They said the central government didn't help them. And that's what Piyush Joshi is saying now too.
No, that's a lie. They have always been at loggerheads, with the Lieutenant Governor and the central government, and used it as an alibi for the non-performance. That is not true. The central government has helped each and every state government during the COVID crisis. The point is, we in a record time managed to ensure 220 crore COVID jabs. But the record of the Delhi government, a state with a mere population of 2 crores, is so paltry. It is so insulting that I think any capable person would have been feeling apologetic today about his performance instead of waxing eloquent and questioning the central government. He is asking whether the central government funds came from PMC Cares or from directly from the government. How does it matter? Are you questioning the CAG report? The details will come out. You go, perhaps it may be in the CAG report itself, or it will subsequently come out. But fact is today, you don't have the right to ask questions. You have to answer the questions which people are asking from you. The way you have treated Delhi in the last 11 years. The way your indifference has led to a complete collapse of the health system.
When are we going to see a CAG audit? See a CAG audit of the PM Cares Fund. Since you are so fond of talking about COVID, I have dealt with the COVID patients, first hand. I have treated many of them in both the first phase and the second phase, and I have seen what oxygen shortage looks like in other parts of India.
That was a bad sensitivity.
That was a bad period.
At least then you should.
Tuhinji, that was a bad period for
One
the
at a
whole
time,
country.
Tuhin, just hold on. Let Piyush Joshi make his point. I'll come back to you.
The oxygen demand rose by 100 folds in that particular case. So when you are talking about, where the funds came from, when you are discussing the CAG audit of Delhi and its government in last 10 years, let me ask you, when are we going to see a PM CARES audit of CAG, and why does the government maintain its stance that it is an NGO? And when are we going to see the fulfillment of promises instead of diversionary tactics, as has been the routine on part of the BJP? The problem with Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party government is that Arvind Kejriwal dared to provide the primary healthcare in an urban-centric model in an innovative way, and secondary education to those who cannot afford. In a country in which politics is run on entirely negativity, as the BJP is doing so, rhetoric and religion. So all in all, in a country run in a politics, in a country where politics is run on emotive issues, he dared to provide 550 odd mohalla clinics. Continues to do so in the state of Punjab.
Which is great, Mr. Piyush Joshi, but
and
the fact is that the CAG report pokes holes in the mohalla clinics too.
Fair enough, ma'am. So let us discuss CAG reports on the healthcare infrastructure of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and see what the glaring deficiencies are. If the mohalla clinic model is so bad, why did the Madhya Pradesh government promise Sanjeevani clinic model exactly as the Delhi's mohalla clinic model? And while promising Sanjeevani clinic, the Madhya Pradesh government, including Shivraj Singh as the chief minister and Mohan Yadav, mentioned the Delhi mohalla clinic model. And the then Lok Sabha speaker Sumitra Mahajan said that the Delhi mohalla clinic model needs to be replicated. Why Andhra government is going for the similar model if it is so bad?
The reality is that the Delhi health model is something that's been spoken about. That Arvind Kejriwal's idea of mohalla clinics did in fact get a certain kind of positive reception in Delhi. And as Piyush Joshi highlights here, several states have also followed suit. Even the BJP government in Delhi said very clearly, we won't shut down these mohalla clinics.
But none, again, here, none of the BJP leaders have praised the mohalla clinic. He's getting it, the Piyush is spreading misinformation over here. Yes, they, some of the foreign handlers have surely praised it. But point is, they used health and education, two crucial pillars of, the country's future, as a device to perpetrate the worst scams. And, it is very clear. Mohalla clinic today, at least, I think the CAG report is a slightly predated report. By the end of their term, in January 2025, many of the Mohalla clinics were, like ghost buildings. We've seen journalists cover them. They were completely abandoned. They had nothing to do with the Mohalla clinics. Mohalla clinic was simply to embezzle certain funds from the exchequer and to destroy Delhi's economy.
Okay, Tuhin, just
and I say this with full responsibility, especially after the findings of the CAG
raised
report.
Particularly about the CAG report saying, where's the PM CARES funds? We're all talking about Delhi. Why aren't we talking about other CAG reports? The reality right now of 14 pending CAG reports being tabled one after another. What's your response to allegations that this is a political witch hunt?
The discussion, the media times its events. A new government has just taken over in Delhi, and obviously the CAG report has been brought to, has been put forth in the Delhi Assembly. So obviously that's the reason we are discussing it. Tomorrow, if there is a change of government in some other state, and that state and the new state government presents its CAG report, probably you're free to have a discussion. But the whataboutery which AAP is indulging in today is completely misplaced, and it shows their insensitivity.
Will you admit, Piyush Joshi, then, looking at the details that have emerged from the CAG report, that health was mismanaged? That, there was clearly wrong allotment of funds. We don't know where some of the funds have gone, especially during COVID. So you are saying that, yes, there were some deficiencies. Clearly, that's come to the fore. So are you admitting that clearly there were shortcomings on our part when we were in power?
Look, there, look at the numbers where the deficiencies are found, It's almost less than 15%, or in many cases less than 10%, where certain facilities are not there. Like a couple of mohalla clinics, this facility is not there. 10 or 18 of mohalla clinics where that facility is not there. Out of
washrooms 550. Are not there in mohalla clinics.
Let me clarify everything for you. And why these mohalla clinics are being run in rental premises. Because the DDA and LG, did not grant them enough land to operate mohalla clinics. You remember Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia sitting on a dharna inside outside the LG's residence for that mohalla clinics file clearance. So that is precisely the problem. If mohalla clinics are not an innovative model, if mohalla clinics are so bad in innovation in urban PHCs, what are these Arogya Mandirs are going to be, and how the BJP is going to function? Those are what the BJP is going to model these Arogya Mandirs upon, if not the mohalla clinics philosophy. So just changing name is the BJP's sense of rhetoric, and that's what they are best at doing. They'll change names, then they'll shut down all the mohalla clinics. They've shut down around 25,000 odd schools in the states where they are running, including the states of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Assam, elsewhere. When you talk about the Delhi healthcare model, let me tell you, when it comes to maternal mortality, infant mortality, and neonatal mortality, Delhi is almost at half of the national average. And look at these states of Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat. They are in the top 5 when it comes to maternal mortality, infant mortality, and neonatal mortality. What kind of healthcare model is BJP talking about? Look into your own. Look into your.
No, but I'm asking a simple question. Piyush Joshi, I'm asking a simple question. Where did the money go?
Where did the money go? The money went into treating the patient. The money went into the free medications of the patient. The money went into the proper referral of the patient.
On COVID drugs, 119 crores assigned, 83 crores used. Where's the rest of the money? Maternal health funds, 58 to 93% of funds unutilized. I already gave you COVID emergency funds, 787 crores, only 582 crores utilized. Where is the money, sir?
You asked about the CAG report very pointedly, that whether healthcare was compromised or whether healthcare was put on the back burner. And I gave you prominent replies about the healthcare indices of Delhi, that whether healthcare was put on back burner or not.
No, during COVID, where is this money gone? You're not answering my question. Where is this money that's been allocated but not used?
So, madam, the BJP has already decided they are going to form a PAC on that, and that Public Accounts Committee is going to look into it.
So you concede that we don't know, and you're welcoming an investigation, yes?
Investigate whatever you want. You cannot take away from the fact that Mohalla Clinic has been a relieving factor when it comes to the healthcare of Delhi, when it comes to taking care of the sick of the national capital. Whatever you say, that's fair enough. When you talk about CAG audit, it is based on the financial aspects of running an operation.
It's almost as if, Mr. Piyush Joshi, you're telling me Mohalla clinics worked. So what if there was a scam in the process? People benefited.
Who says there was a scam, ma'am? There could have been certain deficiencies.
Akshita, what I'm particularly disappointed about today on your show is that these arguments are coming from a doctor. Can you imagine a doctor waxing eloquent about the non-existent Mohalla clinic? I'm challenging you, name one AAP leader, one AAP minister who has been to a Mohalla clinic. Atishi was on record when she was interviewed. She said she has never been to a Mohalla clinic. If your Mohalla clinic was so good, why were they shying away from using it? Point number one. Point number two, he's talking about the health indices of Delhi. Delhi is the nation's capital. The health indices were always way better than many other states he's mentioning. Who is he trying to befool over here? I think, the least Aam Aadmi Party can do today is to acknowledge, yes, there were massive goof-ups, there were massive inconsistencies, and we own up, we are taking responsibilities. That's what you need to say today. You're not saying that. And like I said, I feel very sad that, a doctor is making such arguments.
Mr. Piyush Joshi, to respond to what Tuhin Sinha said, I get a sense that you are saying that let there be an investigation if there are irregularities, yes?
Whatever CAG has done, when we discuss about that alleged liquor policy scam, there was loss of profit, loss of revenue, which was going to be earned by the Delhi government, which was mentioned in the CAG report on liquor policy, which vindicated our point. So when we talk about the healthcare infrastructure, there are two kinds of audit. One is the financial aspect of audit, which is conducted by the CAG. Another is the medical audit. Conduct a medical audit, find out how the people of Delhi have benefited by Mohalla clinics. Conduct medical audit everywhere in the nation and find out how their healthcare infrastructure is doing all across the nation. We are talking. I'm happy for one thing, that at least Mr. Tuhin Sinha, as official BJP spokesperson, admitted that Delhi is doing much better on all the healthcare indices as compared to states which are being run by the Bharatiya Janata Party double and triple engine ki sarkar for last 20 odd years, 25 odd years. So in last 25 years, BJP could not improve their healthcare indices. I come from a state of Madhya Pradesh. In the case of infant mortality rate, Madhya Pradesh is topping since last 20 years. Madhya Pradesh is number one when it comes to infant mortality for last 20 years.
Closing comments. There's all of this talk of scam, but Tuhin Sinha, can the BJP afford to preach is what Aam Aadmi Party is questioning here.
No, first of all, again, my words have been distorted. I said being the national capital of India, Delhi was always supposed to be way better in terms of health indices than other states. Where did I name anything? Please don't mislead people on India Today. The viewers of India Today, everybody is aware how you have looted Delhi, and that is the reason why you have been reduced from 63 seats to a mere 22 seats. Now, I think the least Aam Aadmi Party can do is to own up and say we goofed up. There was corruption. We will improve. We will do better than this. What I can assure you today is that the Aam Aadmi Party today is still demanding when is the medical audit coming out. We will get to the bottom of everything possible to make sure that all of the glaring inconsistencies of Aam Aadmi Party government, their corruption is exposed, and Arvind Kejriwal rightly goes where he is supposed to be, which is behind bars.
Piyush Joshi, will you concede that these reports, first the excise policy and now this on health, is denting the Aam Aadmi Party's image of being corruption-free?
There's only 3% vote difference, and we will bridge them next time. So just to count the number of seats is a little bit preposterous and overconfident on the part of the Bharatiya Janata Party. The only problem with Mr. Arvind Kejriwal was that I've told on your program as well that he dared to talk about healthcare and education system, and he dared to provide those facilities that too of good quality to the people of Delhi who could not afford it. In a country run on emotive issues. So the least Bharatiya Janata Party can do is to fulfill its promises, which it has made. Big promises to the people of Delhi, and just work on that particular thing, that they don't turn out to be the Modi's jumlas. Those are kind of guarantees which the Bharatiya Janata Party has made to the people of Delhi. Fulfill them. And as far as Delhi is concerned, we will bridge those 3% votes in the very next election. Rest assured, sir.
Okay, all right. We'll see what happens. 2 of the 14 pending CAG reports have been tabled, and we've been seeing a fight. Tuhin, I've run out of time. I'm sorry. But thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us here on India Today. You've heard from the BJP and AAP, and with, of course, the rest of the CAG reports to be tabled. We'll see how this plays out politically as well.